Hello, guys. My name is Mario. I'm a coordinator of the Solution Center, and I'm responsible for admissions, vacations, timesheets, payment, benefits, paycheck, and also the service center. I'm here with Chris Zagui. She is also a coordinator of the Solution Center and responsible for attracting and training talents. We're going to bring a few cases of innovation in the management process. When we talk about innovation in the management process, it is directly linked with the cultural evolution of Kleben. When we talk about innovation, we usually have technology as a background, but innovation goes much beyond that. It is the change in the way we do things. And in this context, as an area, we strive to become more accessible and to be closer to our workers. Among the actions for innovation in the solution centers, I highlight the digitalization of our processes. This way, we adjust the tendencies in innovations and technologies, making the processes of our routine easier. In the last year, we had a strong action in eliminating paperwork and also towards self-services for workers.
Mario, self-services are a market trend to offer ready-to-use services or facilitated services for our collaborators. Could you tell us a little bit about self-services that are now available for our collaborators, our team, for all of us, which are highlights of our progression?
Sure, Chris. The first point is it is good to remind our workers that all services made available are in the My Kleben. All news in the system are and will be in the My Kleben. You just access My Kleben, and in the tab Services and Systems, you access Management. Among the services made available to our workers are services that were there in the old portal, the earnings report and the paycheck. The news is that now our worker doesn't need to be connected to the Kleben network to issue this earnings report or the paycheck. They can do it from home. They can do it from their mobile phone.
Far more agile.
Much more agile. We also make available a few services that allow our worker to follow up on a daily basis their journey in the company. For example, today they can access the timesheets copy. The timesheets allow workers to follow up their journeys, their appointments before the closing of the payment. We also make available the meal statement. For every meal, the worker can follow up how much they're contributing for that meal and how much the company is contributing for the worker's meal. And this also before the closing of the payment. The Our Bank statement is also available. They can follow up the hours that are being calculated in the Our Bank. This is all in the hands of the workers.
So he can sort of self-manage. But I think there is one more with high levels of acceptance by our collaborators, which is available as self-service, right?
Perfectly, Chris. There are a lot of cool services available to our workers, but one that has had a lot of success is the consignment loan portal. In this consignment loan portal, the worker can view their loan status, how many installments have been paid, how many are left, the current status. They can also simulate a loan with the players we have today for consignment loans at Kleben. They can also see the margin of consignment loan available to them. They don't need to look for anyone in management. They don't need that whole paperwork, that bureaucracy they used to have for a consignment loan. They can self-manage their consignment loan.
Very good. We digitalize processes and we gain because we jump a few steps or even eliminate steps, and we gain from user experience. What a great advancement.
Perfectly, Chris. And I know that there are also very good news in trainings. I would like you to tell us a bit.
Let us tell our audience about what we've been doing. We are developing a high impact action involving digitalization and training, which is our online attendance list app. In Klabin, we organize several training and capacitating workshops, in particular at our plants. Due to the regulatory standards and the frequency in these trainings and recyclings, and all of these trainings and capacitations, in particular the technical ones, must be recorded as proof that the training really happened using an attendance list. The traditional list is passed around, we sign, we enter our PRN, and this creates a huge volume of attendance lists. Just think about the whole club being attending these capacitations daily. So we now have a technological resource, which is our attendance list app, that reads the QR code at the back of our badge. If your badge is damaged or cannot be read, you can enter my clubbing and download your QR code. In this manner, we eliminated printed lists. We have gained agility, reliability, and we eliminate paper. And also, the instructor and the attendee can record their attendance in seconds. We've purchased several tablets and equipment to distribute in all units early this year, and we are in the training process. And the inclusion of a training must be made online, you must be connected, but there is another gain. You can record your QR code offline. You can do this in a room, work offline, and when you move to a room with a more stable internet connection, the information is immediately uploaded. So we gain a lot in terms of attendance tracking using the evidence provided by the app.
Wow, Chris, that's so nice. So, if the worker has their page, they can register their presence with their page, but if they don't, they can use their cell phone, they can generate the QR and they can register their presence with the QR code anyway.
Perfect. Exactly.
Wow, that's so good.
In Mario, talking about our innovative processes, it's challenging for us to come up with solutions for the forestry department due to the wide distribution in different cities. Internet connection may not be as good in a given city, but there were innovations for this area also, right? Tell us about it.
It's great that you mentioned that. Yes, we did have innovation in this area. We used to have a big challenge in the forest area, recording the timesheets for these people in the forest areas. As we know, most of these places have no internet access. So we had a lot of difficulty. We didn't have devices to record those timesheets. How was the process by then? We had a timesheet. Workers would write down their time. They would record everything on these timesheets. So they had that paperwork. The leader would get that paperwork, would look at the records. They were all handwritten. They would sign them and send the whole paperwork to the solution center. We would get that paperwork and type the whole information so we could record the timesheet and pay accordingly.
Too many steps, right?
Can you imagine how much our workers were exposed to error if we had had any mistake in typing, you would make a mistake in the payment of the workers. So there was a lot of paperwork. What did we do then? We found a solution where we had tablets in the forest areas with a system that records those sheets by reading the page of every worker. So it is registered in the device until the moment the device accesses the network, the internet. At this moment, it sends the information to the cloud, and we can capture this information, import to the system. So we eliminate paper and we eliminate errors in the typing process. So the process is much more fluid, and our worker is more free of those types of problems. Now the manager can follow up these data in the system. They don't need to look at paper. This is a great advantage. We've implemented that in the whole forest area in Otacília, in almost all of Monte Alegre. There are only 8 areas missing for the system to be implemented.
Very good. So again, digitalization leading to process improvement by eliminating unnecessary steps and a much better experience for users, managers, and collaborators.
Exactly, Chris. But talking about improving experience, I know that there are news in attraction as well, and I'm curious about it.
We have also made a lot of progress in talent attraction. We now have a system in place called Success Factors, which we use to manage vacancies in Klabin, internally as well as externally. We now have a site where we can enter all information, the resume of our collaborators and external candidates. But let's talk about a very important functionality for our collaborators to manage their careers. In the first place, all vacancies listed in Success, our talent attraction system, are visible in my clubbing. The vacancies that I offer internally, so collaborators can see these vacancies. And another important thing in this system is that you can see the vacancies in all of clubbing. If you are in Paraná, you can see the vacancies in Manaus or Belém, São Leopoldo. So the expansion of available opportunities in clubbing. And this system also includes an important technological resource, which is the vacancy alert. With this resource, a collaborator can, as he would do on LinkedIn, he can list the areas of interest. If I seek a job as a mechanical or a forklift operator or in a commercial area, I can list as many areas of interest as I like in a local or the national level. And every time we, from the talent attraction team, open a vacancy, you will be sent an alert. How? By email. Oh, but I do not have a clubbing email. It doesn't matter. You can use your personal email. So you can use a clubbing or a personal email to receive the alerts of interest. Oh, but I got the job I wanted. What should I do? All you have to do is to disable the alerts. So this possibility of self-managing by including or excluding alerts is great. And if you receive a notice, all you have to do is to click on the vacancy and your registration will be made automatically.
Wow, that's cool. Let me see if I got that. If I'm interested in a position, I can go there to my club and I choose the notifications that are interesting to me, and I'll be informed through my personal email or through my clubbing email if there is a position open, and I can just go there and apply for the position.
That's it.
Wow.
Done. Self-management and more opportunities for all of us. Mario, I know we could discuss many other topics, But just for us to wrap up, are there more good things on the way?
Oh, yes, absolutely. 2021 is a promising year. It is a year of a lot of accomplishments, but I'm not going to give you spoilers. Let's wait for them.
We will review those another time.
What we can say is that everything is going to be on MyClabin, so make sure you access MyClabin. This is a tool that's made for you.
Thank you all for attending, and I hope we will have the opportunity to share our practices. Bye bye.
Thank you, Chris, for participating. Thank you, guys. Lots of greetings.